I'm grateful for sunshine, I'm grateful for rain, I'm grateful for joy, I'm grateful for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Day 18 of doing it scared. Guys, I feel really great today and really grateful. It is my son's, my oldest's, eighth birthday, which is really exciting for him and exciting for me. I cannot believe that he's been alive for 8 years. And as I reflect on him, as I reflect on being a father, I am just so incredibly blessed. I'm incredibly blessed to be where I am today, to be able to actually spend the day with him. And I think it's something that there's so many things that we take for granted. There's so many things in my life that I've taken for granted, and I am just overwhelmed with joy and peace today because I get to spend time with my kid, which is amazing because so many people can't say the same thing. I get to spend time with my oldest boy on his birthday, which is awesome. But also, I get the opportunity to come on here and share and talk and say whatever I want to say. And whether people listen or not, it doesn't matter. This whole experiment, I'm calling it experiment, this practice has just simply been about showing up for myself and hopefully in the process maybe helping a few people. The last couple of days have honestly been very heavy, very emotional, very overwhelming. I've had a lot of work. It's been some of the I've had a lot of busy times in my life, but it's been really, really, really extra busy, and it's gonna just keep getting a little bit busier for the next couple of weeks. But I'm grateful that I have the ability to be busy. I'm grateful that I can sit here and talk. I'm grateful I can see. I'm grateful I can hear. I'm grateful I have these beautiful hands that I can do things with and create with, and I'm grateful that though it feels like it's taken time, I'm stepping into a better future. And really, even the judgment of this being worse, this reality being worse than another reality, is just a judgment and a perception. And I realize that a lot of people would probably kill to be in the same situation that I'm in. So I am just overwhelmed with gratitude and joy today. I want to use this time to really sit with gratitude. I have a little bit of a wonky, weird relationship with gratitude because so often, people preach, oh, start with gratitude, start with being grateful, start with being grateful. And that's easy to say, but it's really hard to feel. And I think there is a difference, and maybe people would disagree with me, but there's a difference between logically saying gratitude and actually feeling it in your heart, feeling it in your soul, feeling it in your body. And I say that because there's been years of me practicing this gratitude on a daily basis, finding three things to be grateful for on the worst days. And often me completely lying about what I'm grateful for. And though that's okay, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's actually the key. What you actually want to where you actually want to be is in a heart of gratitude, which is very different from saying, "Oh, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for this," as a written, rote practice and list. I think the rote practice and list can help you become aware of the things you have to be grateful for, but a lot of times it almost ends up as a band-aid to the hard things that you're not facing. So, if you find yourself in a place where you don't feel like you actually have that much to be grateful for, I don't know if it starts there. I think it starts with doing some inner work and realizing that, okay, if I'm not grateful, why is that? Why am I not grateful for the house I have? Why am I not grateful for the temperature controlled room? Why am I not grateful for the ability to eat food, the access to food, the access to clean water? Why am I not grateful for these things? Because I think if you ask that question and you journal on it and you kind of dig deep into your own mind, your own heart, then you can become aware of, oh, you know what, I'm not grateful for this because of. And then you can give all the because of reasons. And I think it's important to uncover those things. I think it's important to get to know yourself in that way. Because honestly, the work that I've done, I think that has had a greater impact on myself than gratitude is putting in the work to understand myself better, understand my emotions, understand where the pain comes from, and understand why do I feel inadequate? And, why is that not necessarily a bad thing? Why do I not feel like I'm enough? Why do I feel unloved? And when you start to uncover those things, you see you see it for what it is. You see it for, it's like, oh wow, I'm not loved because of these events that happened several times over several years. Oh wow. Okay. That makes sense. And then you start to show yourself love, and you start to show yourself gratitude. Because frankly, you need to be grateful for yourself first. You need to love yourself first. And I don't care what anybody tells you. I totally disagree that you can love other people without loving yourself first. Because if you don't care about you, then it's really hard to care about other people, truly care about other people. So I want to challenge you, and I want to encourage you to show up for yourself today. If you don't feel like you have a grateful heart, that's okay. But figure out why. Why don't you have a grateful heart? Because there is a lot, and you can see it logically. You can see that there is a lot to be grateful for. There's a lot to be grateful for. But you don't feel it. So there's something blocking you. There's something blocking you from that gratitude. And most likely there's some roots in your childhood that you haven't healed, or that you haven't looked at, or that you haven't gone through. I've had such a privilege. I've had such a privilege to meet amazing people this year, the couple previous years, but it's a result of me putting in effort and work and time into not only my own practices of healing, and trust me, it's been a roller coaster. It's an up and down. Sometimes I'm like, I've gone months and I'm meditating and I'm praying and I'm journaling and I'm showing up every single day for myself, and I just still feel down. And there's other times where I haven't done those things and I feel great. And my goal is to get it's just to get level. It's to get 90% happy, 90%, not bothered by everything that goes on in my brain, or every emotion that goes on in my body. And I just want to encourage you. I want to encourage you that you're worth the work. You're worth the time, because you only have this one life to do this, right? And I don't know what you believe as far as coming back for another life or your soul's purpose or any of that stuff, but the point is that you, as this person now watching this, have this experience to go off of. And you can, in this experience, live the best, the happiest, the greatest version of you. And that's available to you. And it might be available to you through some of this work. And though I believe you can snap a finger and change everything, that's not always how we work. Sometimes we need to uncover the roots and the pain, and we need to pull it up, and we need to be willing to sit with it. I can't believe there's some memories that I had slightly repressed, and I went through this practice with a great friend of mine, Martin O'Toole. By the way, he wrote a book, and if you're trying to start the work, shout out Martin O'Toole. Start with this book. Isn't that cool? We match. I love that. How to Die Happy. This is a great place to start. Honestly, in a lot of ways, those are places that I started. I started with reading books, right? I started with reading books, and I think books are a great place to start. It might not be the culmination and the place where you end, but the books are a great place to start. So I encourage you, go pick up a book, How to Die Happy, because really what you'll notice is this is actually how to live a happy life, and it's all about being unbothered by everything that's going on in yourself, but being unbothered by it. And I just want to get on here and say that, anyway, I did some practice with Martin O'Toole, and he brought up, and it's crazy. The reason I bring it up is because it's amazing, like some of these emotions that you store, and then like as they start to come out, your body starts to literally shake, and it's like, whoa, I've held that in for a long time. And there's so many great people out there and so many great practices, but start with reading a book, start with journaling, start with prayer and meditation, start with asking yourself, why am I feeling this way? Why am I not grateful? Why am I depressed every day? Why do I have so much anxiety? What am I afraid of? Because a lot of times it's rooted in fear. And I love, Martin said it the other day, but it's like, if you're depressed, it's because some part of you isn't being expressed. And I love that so much. And anyway, I just invite you to express yourself in whatever medium or modality that is and start the healing journey. Start it. And yes, you can be healed like that. I believe that. Some people might disagree, but I believe that. I've seen it happen. But it starts with the truth. It starts with getting honest with yourself. And oftentimes that looks like uncovering truths that you've forgotten about, that you've repressed, that you've put down, that you've pushed aside. You just have to take a look at it. And you have to say, I'm going to be okay anyway. And there's space and there's love and there's joy and there's peace. And you can have all of those things. And you can have all of those things with all the inner turmoil and everything going on. You can still have that. You can step outside of yourself and you can become aware of it happening and not let it affect your life in such a big way. I'll end with this. I am so grateful for you. I know that you have the power within you. You have the power within you. You do. To change, to feel better, to feel good, to unlock and unleash the powerful you that you are. The only limits that we have are limits that we've placed on ourselves or limits that we've taken from other people that we've decided to believe. There's another great tweet that I saw just the other day, and it said something like, instead of doubting yourself, doubt the doubt. Doubt the doubt. Doubt the self-doubt. Doubt the pain. Doubt all of that stuff. Doubt the negative. Prove the negative wrong. Prove the negative wrong. You can feel positive. You can have a happy life. Anyway, I always do that. I say I'm going to end and then I go. I love you. You are enough as you are. And I'm just filled with joy. If you're unsure where to start on this healing journey, if you're unsure of what to do, reach out to people. You can reach out to me. I don't have it all figured out, that's for sure. But I'm learning, and I'd love to share my learnings with you. And this is part of that. This is part of it, right? This is part of doing the scary thing that I'm nervous to do, that I'm nervous to put out there. But every rep, every time I put this in, every time I do this, it gets a little bit easier. I can't really feel it every single day that it's easier. But I know that by video 100, it's going to be a lot easier than it was with video 1. Video 1 took me however long to get on here and say anything. And then I'm like, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? And like just all the thoughts about it. And video 2, losing sleep the night before. And now I don't. It's just like I'm getting up and I'm doing it. It's part of it. So you get incrementally better every single time you put in a rep of something you're scared of. So I encourage you, do the thing that you're scared to do. Explore the inner psyche, explore the dark side, explore the light side, explore it all. Just try to figure yourself out, because you only have this life in this reality. So go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I love you. Thank you for watching.